This is the year of expansion. Not theory, not talk. Expansion. Brought to you by the Change Agent Network. Powered by SKD Entertainment and distributed by SKD TV. If you're ready to move, if you're ready to build, if you're ready to expand, then you have come to the right room. Welcome to the Boardroom Report. Strategic direction for clear execution. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you now, Pastor Derek, the Change Man Schmeal.
Come on in, bring a pen and make sure you tell your friend, Pastor David Changeman Smith, want to bring you greetings all the way from the boardroom. That's right. This is the Boardroom Report. I want to say happy, terrific, triumphant Tuesday to you. I pray that wherever you are, that you are walking in the fullness of the year of expansion. I am so super excited about being able to be with you on this wonderful evening. I'm not exactly sure where you are, what you got going on, but let me just give a little interruption, a divine interruption to your life right now. I want you to know that this is the year of expansion. This is the year that God is calling you to more. He's calling you to do more. He's calling you to acquire more. He's calling you to dream bigger, to dig deeper. He is calling you. That's right, you. I'm talking to you, not your neighbor, not your mama, not your sister. No, this interruption is a clarion call, a station identification break for you. Yes, you. Come on in, grab a pen and make sure you tell your friend that the Boardroom Report is on with the one and only Pastor Derek, the Change Man Smith. I bring you greetings from the Most High on today. I am excited and I'm on fire. I'm outside. And you see this wonderful palm tree behind me. Ooh, this is my kind of foolishness right here. It is sticky hot out here. So if you see me sweating, praise our God. It's all good. This is exactly where I want to be. This is exactly the climate that I love the warm weather. Y'all can keep that cold, ashy, slippery. You can keep all that. Come on in. We are excited tonight. We have a very, very major impartation that we're going to give tonight here at the Boardroom Report. I want you to know that this is squeezing season. Jesus is the reason for the squeezing. Yes, he is. He is the reason for the squeezing. And we have been those of you all that have been rocking with me, you know, we've been on this journey since October of 2025, and we are here almost at the halfway point of 2026. I'm telling you, I've got receipts that this is the year of expansion. I don't know about you. I'm not trying to hold it all to myself for myself. I just want you to know that it's going on, it's going down, and it's happening right now. And if you're not tapped in, you need to tap in. Let's go back to where it all started, where we really have hinged this year of expansion. We are talking about the one and the only Jabez. That's right. And this is First Chronicles 4, 9, and 10. And it reads, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, I gave birth to him in pain. And Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, saying, oh, that thou wilt bless me and bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, and let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain. And God granted his request. His request. Praise our God. That's good right there. God granted That's the part I tell y'all all the time, that I need some ushers to come and hold me, because that's the part I get so excited about. I get excited that God is a God that keeps his word. Man will not keep his word. They'll tell you one thing today. Today they do, tomorrow they don't. Today they love you, tomorrow they won't. I'm telling you, but I get excited when I see receipts, when I hear receipts, when I get receipts that God is a God that will keep his one. If God keeps his promises, baby, the world can't do you no harm. The world can't do you no harm when God keeps his promises. And so we are very excited about that. Yes, we are. Tonight we are talking about the wishing well. The wishing well. Yes, tonight we are talking about the wishing well. And we want you to know tonight that God has much purpose in tonight's presentation. We are intentional with the programming. And so we want you to come on in, grab a pen. By now, you should have your own separate designated TYOE, the boardroom report notebook, for your Tuesday and Wednesdays encounters, because this is to bring clarity to your clutter, to give you structure, strategies, and systems on how to level up and help you obtain the life that you so desire, that life of abundancy. All right. So I tell you what, we're going to get into this right after this. All right, we're back. We're back. And we want to give a great big shout out to all of my people from everywhere that's watching, from YouTube, SKD TV on YouTube, from Derry the Change Man Smith page on Facebook, those that are watching by way of Instagram and TikTok. We greet you on today. Now, let's talk about the wishing well. The wishing well. First, I want to tell you about a man that I knew, not personally. I didn't personally know him, but I know him, and you know him too. He's the guy who had a dream at 25. He talked about it at 30, and then he was still planning it at 35. And by 40, he stopped talking about it altogether. And not because he didn't want it anymore, but because somewhere along the way, wishing replaced working. And he spent 15 years standing at the well, not drawing from it, just wishing into the well, and wishing someone would come and give him a break, wishing that the timing was better, wishing that he had more resources, wishing life would finally line up the way he thought it would and should. And you know what happened after that? Nothing happened, because wishing, no matter how sincere, no matter how passionate, it does not produce results. And that's why we're going to talk about on today, not just wishing, but the trap of wishing, the seduction of wishing, and the way it makes you feel like you're doing something when in reality you ain't doing a doggone thing. And so we're going to talk about that tonight. First of all, let's look at the first part, the anatomy of a wish. All right, the first part, the anatomy of a wish. The anatomy of a wish. Here's what most people don't understand. A goal is a dream with a deadline. But a wish is a dream with no deadline, no plan, no sacrifice, no sweat. It's a hope that cast into the future with no rope attached to pull it back. And here's the thing about wishes. They feel good, baby. They feel good. They give you the moment of relief, a moment of possibility and hope, and a moment where you can imagine the life you want without even having to build it. You can just imagine it. You can just see it. And that's the drug, because wishing lets you experience the emotion of success without the effort of success. That's a tweetable. Let me run that back one more time. Wishing allows you to experience the emotion of success without the effort of success. And if you're not careful, you'll spend your whole life chasing the feeling instead of chasing fruition. Let me show you what I mean. Now, some people wish for possessions. I wish I had more money. You know, we've all said that. Uh, 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 I've said it, you've said it, we've all said it. But let me ask you something. What have you done to earn more money? Have you developed a new skill? Have you taken on a side project? Have you invested in yourself? Have you created something of value? Or have you just wished? Because wishing for wealth without working for wealth is like wishing for a harvest without planting seeds. It's illogical. And yet, millions of people do it every single day. They wish for the house, they wish for the car, they wish for the lifestyle, but they don't wake up earlier, stay up later, study harder, network smarter, build consistently. No, they just wish. And because we are here in the boardroom report where we have strategic decision making and clear execution, we're here to get the mindset of a millionaire, not because we want to make money, but the mindset of a millionaire is for those of us who have decision making authority over people and influence of people. And so it's important that we are moving instead of wishing. All right. Now, I'm not saying that desiring is wrong. I'm not saying that wanting something is wrong, because it's not. Desire is actually the starting point of all achievement. That's a foundational truth, that desire is the starting point of all achievement. You can't achieve something if you don't want it. But desire without decision is just daydreaming. Come on, put it on the screen. That's another one right there. I'll say it again. Desire without decision is just daydreaming. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Come on, Aretha Franklin. And decision without discipline is just delusion. Ooh, Lord, help here. Come on, Smitty. Decision without discipline is delusion. You want more, earn more. You want better, become better. Because the universe doesn't respond to your wishes, it responds to your work. I'm talking about the universe now. I'm talking about you cannot get a strawberry patch if you don't plant strawberry seeds. Come on, I'm talking about the universe now. I'm talking about the world that we live in every day. The second thing that people do is they wish for relief. Lord, I sure wish things were better. I wish things were easier. I hear this one all the time. People tired of the grind, tired of the pressure, tired of the responsibility, tired of the weight. And I get it. Life is hard. But here's what you need to understand. Ease is not the goal. Ease is a mirage. It looks real from a distance. You think if you could just get there, wherever there is, everything would lighten up. But the bills, you think that the bills will stop piling up, that stress would fade, the relationships would smooth out, the business would run itself. But that's not how life works. New levels bring new devils. You think the person making $1 million a year has it more easier than you? They don't. They just have different problems, bigger problems, more complex problems that still require skill, wisdom, and endurance, but they're still problems. And so when you wish for things to be easier, what you really is wishing for is escape. Ooh, Lord, help here. Lord, have mercy. My God, today. What you're really asking is for things to, and not to be easier. You want to escape them. And escape is not a strategy. It's surrender. And there is no surrendering in this movement. You cannot surrender. You cannot give up. You cannot turn around. You cannot go back. You are called to it. To whom much is given, much is required. And so therefore, you're going to have to find out how to endure. And that's why we meet here on these wonderful, terrific, triumphant Tuesdays with the Boardroom Report, and on the wonderful Winning Wednesdays with the Year of Expansion, to help you endure. My goodness, endurance is a mighty, mighty strong word. The Bible talks about enduring hardness like a good soldier. Enduring. The Bible talks about enduring in so many different layouts and perspectives. It's about endurance. It's not about escapism. It's about endurance. So the goal is not ease. The goal has to be capacity. We want God to enlarge in this expansion season. We want him to enlarge and increase our capacity. Capacity is the container where you can handle more. The problems may come, amen. But where there's no trust, there's no favor. So if you want big favor, you got to understand that big favor comes with big responsibility. And so that's where a lot of people want the stuff, but they don't want the responsibility. They want the rewards, but they don't want the responsibility. You don't build endurance by running shorter distances. You build it by running longer. That's how you build up your endurance. You build it by learning how to carry it. You don't build it by avoiding pressure. So stop wishing for relief and start building resilience, because the life that you're after, it doesn't come from having less. to deal with. It comes from becoming someone who can handle more. Can I just stop right there and just check the room? Who in this room tonight is at a place where you can say, I want to become somebody that can handle more? Yeah, I want to become, because more is coming. More pressure is coming. So whether you become or not, it doesn't have anything to do with the pressure. This is about how you're going to handle the pressure. Pressure is all around you. Pressure is coming. There's nothing you can do about it. But you becoming becomes the identity, and then that way you can decide on how you handle the pressure, how you go through the pressure, how you deal with the pressure. Okay, that's what this is about. All right, the next thing I find out, it's the curse of comparison. Ooh, I wish I had their life. I wish my child was like that. I wish my husband looked like that. I wish my wife looked like that. This one is deadly because it doesn't just waste your time, it poisons your perspective. You see someone else's highlight reel, and then you compare it to your behind the scenes struggles. You see someone else's Facebook post, and then you compare it to your behind the scenes struggles. You see someone else pull up in a vehicle, and then you compare it to your real life scene, real life struggle. You see their success and you assume it came easy. You see their breakthrough and you forgot about their breakdown. You see their elevation and you ignore their excavation, and you start wishing you were them. But here's what you don't see. You don't see the price they paid, the nights they didn't sleep, the relationships that they lost, the failure that they endured in privacy, the rejection that they faced over and over and over. You don't see the cost of what they carry. You just see the shine and you want it. But let me tell you something. You can't have someone else's life without living their journey. You can't skip to their chapter 10 while you're in your chapter 3. And that's not how growth works. Every person's well is dug at a different depth. Some hit water at 10 feet, others have to dig to 100 feet. And if you spend your time staring at someone else's well, wishing you could drink from it, you'll never dig deep enough to find your own water. Come on, so stop romanticizing over someone else's assignment. Their calling is not your calling. Their pace is not your pace. Their process is not your process. Run your own race, because comparison is the thief of joy, and wishing for someone else's life is the burial of your own. Come on, let me just tap in and check in real quick. Let me just get about 5 of y'all to type up here. I got my own well. Yeah, I got my own well. Yeah, come on, let me get 5 of y'all tap in right quick. I got my own well. Yeah, I got my own well. I've got my own well. Come on, put it on the screen. I've got my own well. Yeah, I got to maintain my own well. I've got to manage my own well. Come on, I've got my own well. Yeah, I've got my own well. Oh, yes, sir. I've got my own well. All right. The next wish that people wish for, I find out, they wish for transformation. I wish I could become more. Now, this one feels different. It feels noble. It's aspirational, eventual, sometimes even spiritual. And it is. But here's the problem: wishing to become more without doing the work to become more. It's still just wishing. It's a fancy fantasy wrapped up in good intentions. Let me give you an example. You wish you were more disciplined, but you hit the snooze button every morning. You wish you were healthier, but you haven't changed your diet. You wish you were wiser, but you haven't opened a book in 6 months, 6 years. You wish you were financially free, but you still spending money that you don't have on things that you don't need. Do you see the pattern that I'm talking about? You want the outcome without embracing the process, and that is the trap. Because transformation doesn't happen in a moment. It happens in 1,000 small moments strung together over time. They connect. It's the daily decision, the repeated action, the consistent choice. It's showing up when you don't feel like it, doing the work when no one's watching, staying faithful when the results aren't yet visible. And that's how you become more, not by wishing for it, but by building it. Day by day, choice by choice. Transformation is not a one-time event. It's a process. Can I tell you again? Transformation is not an event. It's a process. I want to say it one more time. Somebody just logged on. You need to hear it. Don't tune. Don't swipe. Stay right there. I got a word for you. Transformation is not an event. It's a process. And the process doesn't care about your intentions. Process only responds to your actions. So if you've been wishing you were more disciplined, more focused, more capable, more confident, stop wishing and start becoming. Oh, that's good. That's good right there. All right. Now let's talk about the well itself. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to just digest all of that right there because, man, that was good right there. That was good. Come on. Now, let's talk about the well itself. Let's talk about the well because here's where most people miss it. Wells were never built for wishing. They were never built. No one built a well just for wishing. They were built to sustain life. In ancient times, a well was the most valuable asset that a community could have because it determined where people settled, where they built their homes at, where they raised their families, because without water, there's no life. And here's the thing, wells don't produce water on their own. You have to draw it out. You have to lower the bucket, pull the rope, do the work. The water is there. It's always been there, but it doesn't come to the surface by itself. You have to go get it. Man, listen, I'm telling you, that boy right there just said something. Can I rerun that back one more time? I'm telling you, can I just run that back one more time? The water has always been there. Wells don't produce water on their own. You have to do the work. You got to draw it out. You got to lower the bucket. You got to pull the rope. You got to do the work. The water is there. It's always been there, but it doesn't come to the surface by itself. You have to go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Come on. I'm going to pause right there because I need you to understand this is your season. It's your time. It's your turn. It's the squeezing season. It's time for you to go get it. Why are you continually? It's almost the half point of the year. Where have you made strides? You got to go get it. Where have you made growth? You got to go get it. What have you done to initiate? You've got to go get it. Stop giving excuses. Stop rehearsing your past. Stop talking about your pain and your trauma and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Ooh, I know I got to move on, but I feel an urge and I feel an inclination to push hard right here. Go get it. Somebody is on the urge and the verge. You got the verge and you're on the urge. And I want to let you know it is time to go get it. Stop looking, stop wondering, stop waiting. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Can I get 5 of y'all to just encourage everybody on the line to go get it? Put it on the paint the screen red. Let me see some hearts. Come on. I want to just take a pause for the cause and get everybody excited and ignited to go get it. 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 And that's the metaphor that most people miss when they stand at the well of their potential. They think that if you wait wait long enough, something will rise to the surface, but it won't because you got to go get it. The opportunity will appear. They think that it'll appear out of nowhere, but it won't. You got to go get it. They think the breakthrough will happen, but it won't. You got to go get it. They think the door will open. It's not. You got to go get it. That's not how it works. You don't wait for the water. You draw the water. You don't wait for success. You build success. You don't wait for clarity. You create clarity. You don't wait for the right moment. You make the right moment. You got to go get it because everything you need is already inside of your well. The talent, the potential, the ability, the calling, it's all there, but it won't surface until you're willing to do the work of pulling it up. Come on. Pull it up tonight. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull up that book tonight. Pull up that business tonight. Pull up that strategy tonight. Pull up that structure tonight. Come on, pull it, pull it, pull it. You got to go get it. You got to go get it. You got to do the work. Come on, you got to get it and ignited. You got to get excited. You got to do the work. It's important for you. We're waiting on you to do the work. Don't you know that thing that God gave you? Do you not understand? As he talks about in Habakkuk, he says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what they were saying to me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. Do you not understand that the world is waiting on you? You have been given a gift that God said in his word in James. He says that every good and perfect gift comes from above. That's how you got that gift. That's how you know how to sew. That's how you know how to do hair. That's how you know how to bake them cookies. Yes, your grandma helped you. Yes, your daddy taught you. But you got to understand that that gift came from God. And that's the reason why you got to go get it, because because God has intentionality for your gift. He has a purpose for your gift. Your gift is an answer to somebody's problem, and you are holding your solution for them. You're holding it hostage. My God, today. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I tell you what, we are ready to move to part number 3, but I'm going to give you 30 seconds to just digest that, wipe your mouth, because I understand. That's juicy right there, my God, today. Let's go, y'all. All right, we're back. Part 3. Now, we talked about the well. All right, we talked about the well itself. First of all, we talked about the anatomy of a wish. Then we talked about the well. Now, part 3 is we're talking about is let's see. Part 3, we're going to talk about tonight, and I hope that you are enjoying this. We're going to talk about what are you throwing in the well. All right, here's where it gets a little uncomfortable, because most people aren't just standing at the well wishing, they're also throwing things in. You ever seen children and at a well, the politically correct thing to throw in a well is usually money, coins. Very rarely see people throw in dollar bills, but coins, pennies, dimes, quarters, they throw these things in the well. And if you got little children, they'll pick up a rock, and they'll pick up a stick, they'll pick up a bird, a squirrel, a lizard, they'll throw anything in the well. You have to watch children. And that's where I want to address you today, because you have been recklessly, unintently throwing things in the well that don't belong. You're throwing things in, and what you're throwing in is irreplaceable. You're throwing in time. Every day you spend wishing is a day you're not building. Time is the one resource that you'll never get back. It's the one account that you spend out of and don't know the true balance. You can make more money, you can build relationships, you can recover from failure, but you can never ever recover lost time. And yet people throw years into the wishing well. One day I'll start the business, one day I'll write the book, one day I'll have that conversation, one day I'll make the move, one day, oh my goodness, one day. And then one day becomes no day, because one day is not a plan, it's a delay. It's a way of feeling productive without being productive. It's a way of holding on to the dream without having to risk any of it. But here's the reality: every day that you wait is a day you lose, not because the opportunity disappears, but because you do. You lose energy. Your energy fades, your courage shrinks, your belief weakens, and what started as I'm going to do this slowly becomes, I wish I had done that. So stop throwing in time into the well. Use your time. Here's something else people throw in. They throw in their talent. You've got gifts, things that you're naturally good at, things that come easy to you that others struggle with. Maybe it's communication, maybe it's creativity, maybe it's problem solving, leadership, strategy, or service. Whatever it is, it's not an incident or an accident. Talent is given for purpose, not to be buried, not to be wasted, not to be wished away. But that's exactly what happens when you don't use it. You stand at the well holding your talent in your hand, and instead of investing in it, you toss it in the well. You say things like, I wish someone would notice me. I wish I had a platform. I wish I had a platform. I wish someone would give me a chance. I wish I could do what they were doing. And all the while, your talent is sitting there unused, undeveloped, untapped. And here's the truth: talent without application is just potential. And potential without execution is waste. You don't get rewarded for what you could do. You get rewarded for what you actually do. And the world doesn't pay for your ability. It pays for your productivity. Come on. Come on. Hit that boy on fire tonight. That boy on fire. I said the world does not pay for your ability. It pays for your productivity. So if you've been sitting on a gift waiting for the perfect moment to use it, guess what? Now this is your perfect moment. Stop waiting and start working, because your talent is not meant to be thrown into a well and hoped over. It's meant to be sharpened, deployed, multiplied. And the only way that happens is that you continually use it. You continually sharpen it. Come on, we roll it. The other thing that people throw in this well is opportunity. This one hurts because opportunity doesn't come around every day. Sometimes they shows up maybe once, and if you're not ready, if you're still wishing instead of working, you will miss them. Let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so you get the call, you get then there's the introduction, the invitation, the open door, and instead of walking through it with confidence, you hesitate. You start thinking, I wish I was more prepared. I wish I had more experience. I wish I had more to offer. I wish I was further along. I wish my hair was done. I wish I had new shoes. I wish I had a better dress. I wish I knew how to speak Spanish. I wish listen. And before you know it, the door closes. While you doing all that wishing, the door is slowly closing. The opportunity, because opportunities don't wait for you to feel ready. It knocks, and if you don't answer, what I love about opportunity, it moves on. I love that. I love that. I'm an opportunity. I am an opportunity. I will come, I will present to you. And if you're not ready, I'm moving on. I will come give you the invitation, say, hey, I want to build with you. And if you're not ready, if you're not committed, I'm moving on, because there's somebody down the road that wants what you have. There's somebody down the road that needs what you have. So if you don't answer when opportunity knocks, guess what? It moves on. Now, listen, I'm not saying you should say yes to everything. I'm saying that you need to be intentional. I'm saying most people don't miss opportunities because they're not qualified. They miss them because they're not willing. They're waiting to feel ready, waiting to have it all figured out, waiting for the fear to go away. And it's not. The fear is never going to go away. Even when you get the thing, the next level comes with another level of anxiety. You're going to have to be learn how to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. Readiness doesn't come before the opportunity. It comes during the opportunity. You learn by doing it. You grow by trying. You become who you need to be in the process of stepping forward. That's why I really get a little bit in my bag when people always talking about, well, how they gonna do this? They are such and such. And I know they ain't trying to do this. They are. Let me tell you something. God calls people who are not qualified. He qualifies them once he calls them. And people, when you start moving, and I know this, but I've seen this, and I'm living this. I am no longer today who I was when God called me 8-9 years ago to be a pastor. I am no longer that guy. And I'm not going to be who I am today in 5 more years, 5 more months, 5 more minutes. Come on. I am excited about the opportunity of becoming. Thank God for the grace to become. Amen. I'm not what I ought to be, but I sure ain't what I used to be. And I refuse to let people who ain't done what I've done, don't have what I have, ain't going where I'm going, to influence, delay, insert their opinions or emotions in my journey. You need to do the very same thing. You need to be the very same thing. Yeah. Because the people who win aren't always the most talented. It's the ones who said yes when everybody else said, I wish. Come on, we're flowing. The other thing that people are throwing in this well is potential. Now, potential is tricky because potential feels like something. It feels like you're on the verge. It feels like you're close, like something great is just around the corner. And maybe it is, but potential means nothing until it becomes performance. You can have all the potential in the world. It's like you sitting there with a car in your garage and you need to go to Circle K, but you don't have no keys. Potentially, that car could get you there. But until you find the key to put in the switch to turn it on and drive on down the street, that car is doing you no good. You can be smart, gifted, capable, anointed, called, chosen, all of that. But if you don't do something with it, it dies with you. And that's the tragedy. Not that you failed, but that you never tried. Not that you fell short even, but that you never started. Not even that you wasn't good enough, but the fact that you never became what you were capable of because you spent your life wishing instead of working, hoping instead of building, dreaming instead of doing. And at the end of it all, the only thing left is regret. Not regret over what you tried and failed at, but regret over the fact that you never even attempted to do anything that you were called to do. That's the cost of the wishing well. It doesn't just waste your time, it buries your potential. Come on, we're moving to part 4, but I'm going to give you 30 seconds because I know that was a lot to digest. Let's go. All right, come on. I got a lot to give you, and I only got about another 20 minutes. So let's go. All right. The difference between wishing and working. This is part 4. So let's get practical, because I can talk all day about the problem, but if I don't give you the solution, then we're just having a conversation without no conclusion. And that's not what I'm here to do. So let's look at this framework. Wishing is passive. Working is active. All right. So wishing says, I hope it happens. Working says, I'm going to make it happen. Wishing looks good at the goal. Wishing looks at the goal and imagines the outcome. Working looks at the goal and creates a plan. Wishing sits in the feeling. Working sits in the doing. And here's the key. Wishing requires nothing from you. It don't ask you to change. It don't ask you to sacrifice. It don't ask you to grow. It just wants you to sit there and imagine. And hope without action is just wishful thinking. But working demands something from you. It demands your time, your focus, your energy, your discipline. It demands that you show up when you don't feel like it. You push through when it gets hard, that you stay consistent when the results aren't visible yet. That's the difference. Wishing is comfortable. Working is going to cost you something. But only one of them is going to produce a result. Wishing is emotion. Working is intentional. So here's what I mean. Wishing is driven by feelings. You feel inspired, so you wish. You feel motivated, so you dream. You feel hopeful, so you imagine. But when the feelings fade, so does the wish, because wishing is tied to your emotional state, and emotions are unreliable. They change with your mood. Ooh, yes. Get out your feelings, baby. They change with your one day you're on fire, the next day you're burnt out. One week you're all in, the next week you're checked out. It's the cycle of wishing. It rises and it falls on how you feel. But working is intentional. It doesn't wait for inspiration. It doesn't depend on your motivation. It's a decision that you make regardless of how you feel. You're gonna work when you're tired, you work when you're discouraged, you work when you don't see progress, because working is not about emotion, it's about commitment. And commitment says, I'm gonna do this whether I feel like it or not. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers, the wishers from the workers, the people who talk about it versus being about it. Wishing is general, but working is specific. Let me show you what I mean. Wishing says, I wish I was successful, but working says, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., spend 2 hours on my craft, reach out to 5 new contacts, and I'm going to finish this new project by Friday. See the difference? Wishing is vague. It has no structure, but the timeline of working, it has steps and deadlines and clarity. And clarity is what takes your dreams and turns your dreams into plans. Not someday, but today. Write it down, break it down, map it out, turn the wish into a plan, and then turn the plan into work, because vague wishes produces vague results. That's the number one thing. When I ask artists, when I want to sign an artist, I ask them, what is it that you want to accomplish? Where do you want to go? And they are so vague. I want to go to the top. The top of what? I want to be a household name. Household name? Whose house? I want to go as far as the Lord allowed. Listen, vague wishing gets you vague results. Okay? But specific work produces specific outcomes. It loves to tell people what it's going to do. This is important. Talking feels productive. It gives you the illusion of progress. You tell people your plans and they get excited and they encourage you and they say things to you like, that's amazing. You should totally do that. And for a moment you feel like you're already there because you're inspired and motivated, and you feel like you've accomplished it, but you haven't. You've just talked about it. And here's the brutal truth. The more you talk about it, the less likely you are to do about it. Can I tell you that the more that you talk about it, the less likely you are to do something about it? Ooh, Lord have mercy. That's good right there. That's good. All right, listen, we're almost there. Let's get to the next part on how to leave the well. Come on, give me 30 seconds. Let's go. All right, we're back with how to leave the well. How to leave the well. We've spent enough time diagnosing the problem. Now let's talk about how to get out of this situation, because staying at the well is easy. Leaving it requires a decision. And here are the steps. Number one, stop talking and start doing. So no more announcements. No more I'm going to statements to everyone who will listen. From this point forward, your plans are between you and the work. Again, we're going to be quiet. We're going to work quiet. We're gonna work in silence. Remember when you was in kindergarten or first grade, remember? And you would go to the lunch line and your first grade teacher would tell us, we're walking in silence. Jimmy, I said silent. Remember that? I was Jimmy. They had to always tell me because I was somewhere sniggling and giggling. Yes, I was. But we're going to work in silence. From this point forward, your plans are between you and the work. If you need to tell someone, tell them after you've taken some steps. Don't tell them before, because the talking phase is over. This is the squeezing season. All right. Step one, stop talking, start doing. Write that down. Step one. Step one is to stop talking and start doing. I'll say it again. Step one is to stop talking and start doing. Here's step two. Set a deadline. A wish has no deadline. A real goal does. So you need to pick a date, and it needs to be on your calendar, because some day is on nobody's calendar. There's 12 months in a year, and one day is not on the calendar. A real specific date on your calendar. Write it down. Put it where you can see it every day. That date creates pressure, and pressure creates movement. I used to tell my mom all the time when I got stressed, I said, Mama, pressure busts pipes. And Mama says, but it also produces diamonds. So again, you need this type of pressure because it's gonna help you birth. It's gonna help you birth. All right. Here's step number 3. Break it down, because big goals feel overwhelming. That's why most people never start. So break whatever you're after into small, possible actions, doable actions. So your goal shouldn't be build a business, but research 3 competitors by Friday. Not get in shape. That's not the goal. The goal is walk for 20 minutes today. Small actions compound. Compound actions turns wishes into reality, and that's something else we're going to talk about, compounding. And that you'll find out about your money, how it compounds. That's a powerful word. Step 4: commit publicly or privately, but commit, because we all need accountability partners. And if that's you, you need to tell that one trusted person what you're doing and when you plan to finish. And if you prefer private, write it down and review it every morning. But either way, make some type of commitment and accountability, that you will be able to make it happen without leaving it floating in your head, where it can and it will disappear. All right. Step number 5: measure progress, not perfection. Measure progress, not perfection. You will not do it perfectly. You'll miss days. You'll make mistakes. You'll feel like quitting. That's normal. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Did you move forward today? If yes, good. If no, start again tomorrow, but keep moving, because the well doesn't care about your perfection. It only responds to the rope that's being pulled. My God, man, this is an amazing episode tonight. Come on, I got one more part and then we're gonna close and we out of here, y'all. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. 30 seconds. Come on, let's process. Welcome back to the Boardroom Report with yours truly, the one and the only Pastor Derek, the Change Man Smith. Mr. Change ain't change until you change. Mr. Crazy About You, Mr. Roll with you. Oh, yes, sir, Mr. I Can't Believe. And the list goes on and on and on. Tonight, we are talking about the whale. We are talking about the whale. I'm so excited. I hope that you have enjoyed this so far. Don't go nowhere, because we've got just a little bit more for you, and then we're going to close tonight. We are talking about the wishing whale. Yes, how we spend too much time wishing and not enough time working. All right, so let's finish this with the rope and the bucket, because that's very important, and this is going to be real quick. At the well, the water is there. That's the talent, the potential, the life you want. It's all waiting at the bottom, but it won't come up on its own. You have to lower the bucket, and then you have to pull the rope. Now, that's the work every single day. The rope represents your daily actions, and the bucket represents the results you pull up. So the more consistent you are with the rope, the more water you draw. The more you skip, the drier the well stays. It's just that simple. And so you need to inspect at this point. Look at your rope. If your rope is all nice and brand new and look like it just came from Home Depot, you're not working enough. If your bucket, you need to take a look at your bucket. Does your bucket have a hole in it? You need to find out what is going on, investigate, assess your rope, assess your bucket. Because I'm telling you, the more that you work, and those things, sometimes you have to get a new bucket. Sometimes you got to get a new rope. But it's an issue when there's so much at the bottom of the well that's waiting for you, but you're not doing the work to pull it up. You're just wishing that it'll come up. It's never going to come up. Yes, I'm talking about the rope and the bucket. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's the boat, the rope and the bucket. Yeah, it's all there waiting for you. It's all there waiting for you. Whew, man, this was delicious. This was wonderful. The Boardroom Report, as always, I'm telling you, man, tonight was special. I want to say this to you. An hour of doing is better than a year of wishing. Put it on the screen. Put that on the screen, baby. An hour of doing is better than a year of wishing. Yeah. Because wishing keeps you standing still. Working keeps you moving forward. Wishing costs you time, talent, opportunity, relationships, and your legacy. Working builds all of it. So the question isn't whether you have wishes. The question is whether you're willing to leave the well. The rope is in your hands. The water is waiting. Pick up the rope, lower your bucket, and draw in what you need. Stop throwing your life into a hole hoping something changes. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. Now do the work. Oh my goodness. That's so good. That's so good. I hope that you have enjoyed tonight's presentation. I've enjoyed being with you. And listen, if you are interested in the next level of accountability, the next level of thinking and manifestation, SKD Entertainment would love for you to be a part of the Change Agent Network. All you got to do is send us an email and we'll show you how you can be a part of this ongoing community of entrepreneurs and decision makers that are being equipped, being electrified, being edified to do the work of the one that sent us. I'm Pastor Dave the Change Man Smith. I love you. This has been the Boardroom Report. And remember, change ain't change until you change. We'll see you next time.
This is the year of expansion. Not theory, not talk. Expansion. Brought to you by the Change Agent Network. Powered by SKD Entertainment and distributed by SKD TV. If you're ready to move, if you're ready to build, if you're ready to expand, then you have come to the right room. Welcome to the Boardroom Report. Strategic direction for clear execution. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you now, Pastor Derek, the Change Man Schmeal.
got some news you can use, and it's all about the blues. The Change Man is on the way to Grenada, Mississippi. Coming back to stomp a hole in the floor, gonna swing from the chandelier and baptize the stage of sweat one more again. Touch your neighbor, say one more again. Yes, sir, it's the all-white tour, the one man, one mic, one night, all-white tour, and it's gonna stop in Grenada, Mississippi, and it's going down on May the 30th. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. Put on your all white and come and enjoy a great night with the Change Man. I want to let you know I don't want nobody in my house when I'm at home. If you need a real good man, baby, I'm ready tonight. And I want you to know I'm crazy about you, and I can't believe you made a man out of me. Make sure you get your tickets, have your face in the place. Don't delay, do it today. I want to see you there. It's going down. May 30th, Grenada, Mississippi. Stand up. You up next. I see you there. And one more thing I got to tell you. Change ain't change.
Never in a million or in my wild, and I think I have a first round record stomping on my teeth.
Hey, what's up, family? It's your queen, Karen Wolf. Listen, on Saturday, May 30th, I need you to get your all-white together. SKD Entertainment presents an all-white, one man, one mic, and one night, starring my brother, Derek the Change Man. It's an official tour stop with me as your special guest. So I'm going to need you to get your white on and come on down to 108 South Main, Grenada, Mississippi, and let's have a grown folks good time.
Now it's time to get a party on, going out tonight, yeah, to have a good time, yeah. No worries, no stress, we're gonna do our best to have a good time.